Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Rev, platooned up with Thyderian. We are on airfield. Standard battle. We're high tier. It's pretty much all tier 8 match besides the, 5-7s on our team. Thank you, matchmaking. Did a good job. I mean, 3 of our 7s are scouts, so whatever, they can pretty much play as tier 8s. But I mean, their scouts are tier 8, so we're gonna have to do a lot of carrying. Thyderian's in his motherland. I'm in my Rev. Alright, so their Bulldog and their M41 are super aggressive. I don't understand the play that they make there. And I thought I was going to reload and the Bulldog wasn't looking at me, but he ended up doing 174 damage to me. Had I just kept going, would have been the right play there. Not that 174 damage is a big deal, but when you are this disadvantaged in matchmaking, hit points matter. You gotta know when to give them up, and that was kind of a noob mistake on my part. Just waiting for that scout to back up, and he does, so I kill him. So Thyderian's taking the high road here, just to like slow their advance from pushing onto us. And this map is easily lost by whoever pushes the most aggressively, because there's tank destroyers covering both teams. And then also, if you fall back, you can kind of cover each other in layers. First wave, second wave kind of deal. And then third wave would be the tank destroyers in the back. So it becomes like a standoff, whoever RNG likes the most. Track that ISM. Really, if you can get people tracked out in the open here, they're going to get punished for it usually. And he got hit once. And now he's going to face hug our KV4, which is great. Get a shot into the side of his turret. And now I switch to heat because I just want to get him dead so he doesn't fall back and become a nuisance in the end. But somebody else shuts him down. So we got 4 versus 4. And this 110 saves me some more hit points. He pulls out just in the nick of time to bounce that shell off his turret. I get my shell into the T-34. The T-34 bounces, trying to shoot at me. So now we're down. It's 4-6. Can't say we're really losing the south. We have a lot of tanks here though, so we need to win this side. KV4 breaks my turret. I return in favor, put a shell into him. And I don't really want to trade 1-for-1 with this KV4, so as long as he shoots my KV4, I'll go push on him. Now there's a Stark trying to get out wide to support his team. However, that play at this time of the game is really going to just cost him all his hit points. Had he been set up somewhere on the edge earlier, maybe he would have made that play, but shell goes right over him. KV4 shuts him down. His T-32 misses me. Now he's going to try to ram me, and all I really want to do is track him here. And I don't know how that doesn't track him. Nonetheless, I don't want to be between 2 guns, so I'm going to try to isolate one over the other. The 110 rams the T-34 and kills him. Now he backs up into me while the tank destroyer in the back was looking at me, but I got out there just in time. T-32 shut down, so it's 10 versus 9, but it feels like we have a lot of momentum. Thyderian suggests that we go back to base, and if I'm right, he's down to 12 hit points. So me and Ferdy trade shots, probably another non-effective trading. However, I gave up hit points not only to get that damage, but to get the map position too. That Ferdy can be up there pretty much all game. If someone doesn't pressure him, he's not going to have to move. So by me getting up underneath him is going to make him make a different play than what he's playing. And I missed a shot 10 feet away. I mean, I didn't aim it at all, but I had heat in, so it should have been an easy pen if I hit him. He's staring at me. So now what I think is I'm going to get behind this rock. I'm going to go dark, and then I'm going to be able to sneak up on the right side and shoot him. So he goes dark, that means I'm dark, and then Thyderian shuts him down. And honestly, that's probably a better alternative than trying to poke on a tank destroyer that can one-shot me. Alright, so as soon as we take care of him, Thyderian and I both say in unison that we gotta go back to the base. So off we go back to the base. I suggest that going to the middle is maybe a good idea. We'd be able to spot the base from there. It's 13-12. The IS-3 just killed our 110. And we realize that he's full health. So it's me, Thyderian, and a Stark versus a Gornich and an IS-3. We're not sure where the Gornich is, but we know the IS-3 is full health and where he's at. So Thyderian's going to try to spot the south. Maybe get the Gornich spotted by the beach. And I'm going to try to keep this IS-3, keep eyes on this IS-3. And the Stark is covering me, so I'm not really too worried. We should have like vision on the whole map here. I missed my fully aimed shot. I'm just trying to get unspotted. Now you notice the Stark is moving in the south too, so now I don't have anything covering my backside if the Gornich does push down behind me. I just have a suspicion that he's down on the beach, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. I feel like the Stark could get in a better position to help with this IS-3, but I do prefer him in the back to keep his hit points. Because as long as we have a hidden Stark, we can just make sure we don't push past him. He can do damage without getting spotted as long as we keep tank spotted for him. So then Stark hits IS-3. He didn't realize he couldn't push up in the middle there. Thyderian's looking for a shot. Doesn't have gun depression in the motherland. Honestly, I don't want to poke out. If he's looking up here, he's going to snapshot me. Now he's dark, so I know I'm dark. It's important that I keep him lit, that way we know which way he's going. So Thyderian's going to go all the way around down behind him. Now I'm going to get flanking shots into him. And then he's actually looking for Thyderian, so his turret's turned sideways, and I get a nice shot right into the side of his head. I was hoping to hit his ammo rack, but apparently I missed that. So since Thyderian, the surprise, he got spotted and there wasn't much of a surprise there, he decides to fall back. And I let him know we got to use our Stark. So he's kind of fallen back, and now at this point, we're just not sure what the Gornich is doing, where he's at. I'm thinking maybe he's AFK. I tell Thaddeus, play it safe. I'm going to swing around to this other sniper hill so I can get shots in the IS-3. Thaddeus was going to slide down the hill once he was unspotted to try to get behind the IS-3 and finish him off. However, the IS-3 was thinking the same thing and ended up shutting him down. So I'm trying to figure out what my Stark is doing. I wish he'd fall back so he could cover me. And I can take an IS-3 shell, so I'm just going to go figure out where he is, keep him spotted, and then me and the Stark can make a play off that. And I'm not sure what Gorney's doing, so I took a really ill-advised shot there. Hit his upper plate when he was tilted way back at a steep angle, and instead of coming over on me, he sits back in his hole, which obviously is beneficial. He, I guess, didn't know where the Stark was, so he just doesn't feel comfortable coming out in the open. So I'm going to wait till I'm reloaded. Now, if I have to trade a shot, I'll trade a shot with him. So I just want this Stark to get involved somehow. And he starts to come over the ledge like he's going to shoot our IS-3, and that gives me the ample time to poke up and just shut him down. He was looking up at the Stark. He must be angry that this Gornich never came to his aid. But, like us, he might just assume that Gornich isn't playing. So, no idea where Gornich is. I'm going to cap it out. Hopefully find an AFK Gornich that I can farm for damage. Sure enough, there he is. So, I can get some free damage. Fully aim, take my shot here. And then, as I'm reloading, Gornich comes to life. Thyderian suggests that maybe it's a bot, and I honestly don't know if they do have bots on here or not. Bounce off the top cap of the Gornich, of course. Now at this point, Gornich just has to kill one of us to make it a tie, and then it comes down to damage. And I think we win that. So really I either want to get away or I want our Stark to get away. I bounce off Gornich again. He can't get his turret around. And at this point I'm going to go hide. Since we had tier 7s on our team and they were all tier 8s, we should have the damage on them. I really don't care what the Stark does. I think he should go fall back as well, but he doesn't choose to. And this Gornich, I mean, he was sitting on the back of the cap the whole time, so why would he push out now? But if he came over, shot the Stark once, rammed him, he'd kill Stark, and then he could effectively come look for me. Now my goal is to just poke and get him spotted. Running out of time, down to 35 seconds, and I spot him there, and he just misses a shot on me. Down to 10 seconds. I say GG, and then I spot him right as time runs out. He throws a shell at me and misses. So a tight game. Probably would have won it had that Gornich participated with the IS-3. I mean, if he would have participated early, maybe they win. Hard to say. Maybe he would have died right away because he's not a very good player. Get to endgame stats. Ace Tanker, 3,700 damage, 1,500 assisted, 3 destroyed. Thaddeus threw down 2k with 1 kill. Definitely, even with 12 hit points, he was a threat and made that IS-3 unable to push where he needed to push. And then you can see their Gornich, third from the bottom with 600 damage. So he did just sit there until the bitter end. And that's really all I got for you guys. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.